again. I am so excited to be bringing you the 6th installment of our current series, Let's Talk Growth. As you know, we have been discussing certain things that help us grow. And today I want to talk about comparison. Yeah, comparing ourselves doesn't help us grow, actually. It's something that stunts our growth. Did you hear that? Comparing ourselves with others stunts our growth. And I want to read a part of the Bible to you from Psalms 139. And we're going to read verse number 14, okay? It says, I praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Wonderful are your works, and my soul knows it very well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was being made in secret, intricately woven in the depths of the earth. Your eyes saw my unformed substance, and in your book were written, every one of them. The days that were formed for me, when as yet there was none of them. You guys, we have been fearfully and wonderfully made. But you know what? We too often spend too much time comparing what we look like, what we're experiencing, our current situations, our circumstances, our financial situations, our backgrounds, our family life. We compare them constantly with others. And right now, in this world that we live in, social media is one of the biggest places where we compare ourselves. It used to just be when you were out and about running errands or walking down the street or at the mall. But no, now every day, all day long as you have a screen in front of you and you're scrolling along on Instagram, TikTok, I don't care if it's, what's the other one? Facebook, and there's one other one. I am missing it. And it starts with an S, and I'll figure it out. But anyways, you're losing yourself because you're consistently scrolling through these places and you're seeing all of the highlights of other people. You're not seeing real life. What do you post on social media normally? You're posting the highlights. You're posting the things that look good. You're posting the pictures that have been filtered. You're posting the comments, the cool things you say, the awesome things that happen, the trips that you go on. That's what you're posting. And so when I'm on the other side and I'm scrolling through, all I'm seeing are the awesome things with your life. And I'm seeing them so constantly. I'm seeing them so often that I wonder, my goodness, their life is so much better than mine. Why is their family so much cooler than mine? Why does their family have so much money, more money than I do? Why do they get to go on so many vacations and I don't? I've never even been out of the state. And it makes you begin to resent other people, and it makes you begin to talk down to yourself and make yourself feel like you're not worth anything, like you don't have anything going for you. But let me tell you something. In the Bible, God has told us that we are fearfully and wonderfully made, and that comparing ourselves, if I'm fearfully and wonderfully made and I'm constantly trying to be somebody else and I'm constantly envying another person, I'm telling God that He did not do a good job. I'm telling God that He's not good enough. I'm telling God that I am not fearfully and wonderfully made, that I do not believe in what He's done for me, and that I don't believe in the future that He has for me. And that stunts our growth. Comparing stunts our growth. And I want to stop right here and show you a few ways that we compare ourselves with others, a couple illustrations, and we are also going to look at some crazy things on social media that aren't really what they seem.
Today, my friend always posts these crazy things. I'm glad I never post that stuff. Oh, look how cute that doggy is. I wish I had a dog. I'm never going to have a dog. My friend has like 2 dogs. That's not fair. Oh my gosh, look at her hair. It looks so good. Quarantine sucks. I haven't been to the hairdresser, and look at my split ends. My grow out is just, oh well, it's okay. I'm going to be okay. Nobody's seeing me. I'll wear a hat tomorrow. Why is my friend so beautiful? I don't think I can do this anymore. Okay, turn off Instagram. Life sucks. Ugh.
Hey, Mom. No, yeah, everything's fine at home. Just, hanging out as usual. So, did you see Tia's post? No, about Andrew. He got accepted into Columbia. Did you see that? Oh no, I know. I'm so happy for him. So happy. It's such great news. Yeah, he's gonna do great. I know. I just wanted to see if you saw it because I wanted to share the good news. I know. We'll keep waiting. I'm sure mine will come soon. To read another verse from Psalms. It's the Psalm before 138. And in verse 7 it says, "Though I walk in the midst of trouble, you preserve my life. You stretch out your hand against the wrath of my enemies, and your right hand delivers me. The Lord will fulfill his purpose for me. Your steadfast love, O Lord, endures forever. Do not forsake the work of your hands." The Lord will fulfill his purpose for me, and he will fulfill his purpose for you. The Lord's plan and purpose always prevails. If you choose to follow him, I would hope and I want for you to say yes to him in all the ways. And part of what that means when we say yes to God is that we have to keep our comparing in check. If I'm comparing my future and what my future plans are with other people, how can I ever be focused on my own future? I just want to share a really quick memory that I have. It's so ingrained in my mind. I remember it. I'm at a store called QFC, okay? In Washington State, we had QFC, and I am almost finishing my senior year of high school, okay? I'm at this place, at this grocery store. We used to be able to go off campus and have lunch, right? So we would sometimes go to the grocery store and go to the deli and pick up some random stuff. And I'm with, I think, if I'm like picturing it in my mind, there was like 5 of us or 6 of us. All my girlfriends were at the store, and there's this older man having lunch while we're waiting for our stuff to be done. And he's, we're laughing and whatever, and he pipes in and he's like, "Oh, to be young again," or whatever, how he starts the conversation. And he asked us, what school we went to and what grade we were in and all these stuff. And he found out we were seniors and that we were graduating in a couple months. And of course, it's like he went down the line and he wanted to hear what our future plans were. And it's so typical in your senior year of high school, sometimes even when you're a junior. But so we're all standing there, and I am super excited for what is coming for my future at that moment. I finally got it. I was one of the late ones. When everybody was getting accepted, I hadn't even applied yet to colleges. Everybody already had their SAT scores from the year before, and I still, in my senior year, I like barely made it to one of the dates because I was so conflicted about what I wanted to do. And it became so clear the winter of my senior year. And so at this point, I'm so excited. I remember we were already, ready, like we're decorating our hats and stuff. And so he got to me, okay? And he was like, "So what are you going to do?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm going to Mexico and I'm going to learn Spanish for a semester before I go off to my 4-year college." And he just sort of like stared at me like, "Okay." And he just didn't even say anything. He didn't even say, "Oh, that sounds cool," or, nothing. Like, no, there was no validation at all. And he just jumped on. I had friends that were moving away across the country to a 4-year school, and wanted to be a teacher. And I can't remember not biologists. I can't remember. But they were like, cool stuff. And going to Mexico to learn Spanish didn't sound very cool, I guess, to that guy. And it was, I had to like stop myself from going off the deep end there. Not too bad, don't worry. I didn't put my whole future in this man's hands, but it's hard. It's hard because I felt and I knew that I was on the right path. I knew that that was what the Lord had for me for that time. And I can tell you today, it's been, I can't even calculate right now, but it's been quite a few years since then. And looking back, I am so happy that I said yes to the Lord and I didn't compare myself or my future plans to what my friends were doing, because that's wasn't what he called me to do. So I did eventually go on to a 4-year school. I did graduate. I got my bachelor's and I'm proud of that. But it happened in a different time. It happened in a different way. I didn't ever expect it to happen that way. And I would have really beat myself down if I allowed myself to compare what God was doing in my life to everybody else around me, because it was so different. Just like all of my other friends, their path was different and their goals were different, and the Lord was guiding them in a different way. And that's fine. That's what makes it all amazing, because we can all have all these different experiences and come together and make this world so diverse. And so I just want to encourage you today to stop comparing yourself to others. Focus in on the one who knows you the most, the one who created you, the one who has made your days before you and created good works for you to do, and has given you a purpose and given you talents and gifts and wants to use you to do greater things than what even Jesus did on earth. He wants to use you. Put yourself in his hands and follow his path for you, and stop comparing yourself to others. God bless you guys, and I can't wait to see you soon. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and watch out next week for another video.